The conditions are perfect here right now.
Smooth in the prelim en route to an 11:08. Miller Weibo went 11:22, of course, a star in the 400. It's a treat to get to see her in the 100 here today, dropping down, working on a little bit of speed. Women's 100 final. Richardson went 11:09 in the prelim. She's quickly out in front. This is Richardson's race. Miller Weibo trying to chase her down, will not be able to. Richardson wins. The question is how fast from the jump. 10:77.
With a run of 10:77 in Florida 2 weeks earlier, Sha'Carri Richardson had set the quickest time for any American woman in the 2026 season. By winning this event, she established herself as the world's fastest female sprinter. She lost 2 or 3 times against some of the best sprinters in the world, but she never lost her mind. Sha'Carri Richardson may have reached a turning point in her career when she narrowly missed winning Melissa Jefferson-Wooden with a time of 10:79 in the Prefontaine Classic on July 4th, while Jefferson-Wooden took first place with a run of 10:78. Because of that tiny margin, fans are called in a different direction. In the morning heat, 20-year-old Adaejah Hodge beat Richardson with a timing of 10:82 to 10:83. Hodge, a rising star, just beat Richardson's 2019 collegiate record at the NCAA Outdoor Championships with a mark of 10.63. This meant that before reaching the championship game, Richardson had already suffered one defeat. She responded, though, with an incredible performance in the championship race, nearly defeating the world's top sprinter. Hodge took third place again in 10:80, with only 0.02 of a second separating the top 3 finishers. Jefferson-Wooden summarized it later, saying that she deserved the win because she wanted it more. She also outperformed her training partner, Kayla White, to begin her campaign with a 10:99 victory at the LA Grand Prix before to the Prefontaine Classic, a well-known handicap race where contestants begin with staggered marks based on aptitude. Richardson started from scratch and ran the entire field without any form of advantage, making her the 3rd woman in the race's history to win from scratch. It wasn't a coincidence. It was a statement. When everything starts to come together at the appropriate moment, that's exactly how a sprinter appears. But to understand why this comeback is so remarkable, you have to look back to the previous season to see how difficult the journey became. A hamstring strain in February 2025 put an end to Richardson's entire campaign before it truly took off. When she arrived at the World Championships in Tokyo in September, she was the defending champion. However, being one of the fastest qualifiers, she barely made it beyond the quarterfinals to finish 5th in 10:94. The athlete that won the title that evening was Melissa Jefferson-Wooden. Richardson was composed but firm, stating, "2025 owes me nothing." To understand the significance of those statements, you had to go even further back to Richardson's birthplace in Dallas, Texas, on March 25, 2000. Instead of her biological parents, she was raised by her grandmother, Betty Harp, and Aunt Shay Richardson. When she was younger, she would often race her aunt from the bottom of a hill to her grandmother's car, and her aunt would never let her win. Richardson realized that her extraordinary speed was something genuinely special when she arrived at the car first one day in 5th grade. It was an incredible moment. On a remarkable afternoon at the NCAA Championships in 2019, Richardson, then a freshman at LSU, broke 2 world under-20 records. She ran the 100 meters in 10.75 seconds, shattering the 42-year record. She immediately returned and, with a timing of 22.17 seconds in the 200 meters, surpassed Allyson Felix's world under-20 record from the 2004 Olympics in Athens. At just 19 years old, she had accomplished something in a single day that was almost unheard of in track and field history. Everything seemed to be on the verge of collapse as 2021 rolled around. Richardson won the U.S. Olympic trials in 10.86 seconds, earning him a spot. Biological mother passed away. Before her own family could tell her the devastating news, a reporter told her during the trial week. Richardson went on to say that the shock had taken over her emotions. Her test results were positive, and she claimed to have taken THC to cope with her bereavement. The favorable result ended her Olympic berth, shattering her Tokyo dream before it began. She was suspended for a month and watched the games from home. But 2 years later, things took an unexpected turn. At the 2023 World Championships in Budapest, Richardson won the 100-meter world champion, the fastest relay leg ever recorded by a woman. In one extraordinary night, she made an amazing full-circle comeback during the most difficult period of her career. In the end, she competed in her first Olympics in Paris in 2024. She placed second in the Olympic 100 meters with a time of 10:87, while Julian Alfred of St. Lucia took first place with a time of 10:72. Richardson's story was far from over, despite the dismal conclusion. In the women's relay final, she finished fourth and won gold for Team USA by outperforming two rivals with an incredible anchor leg time of 10.09 seconds. Just before crossing the finish line, she glanced to her side, a moment that would go down in history as one of the most famous photos of the whole Paris Olympics. Prefontaine Classic in July appeared to be much more than just another runner-up outcome. Her current training partner is the world's top sprinter. Even though the young athlete chasing her has already broken Richardson's own collegiate record, Richardson is barely 1/100th of a second away from winning both of them. The next chapter will soon be released. The USATF Outdoor Championships, scheduled for July 23rd to 26 in New York City, will bring all three women back to the same track, the same rivals, the same razor-thin margins, and perhaps a completely different outcome this time around are Richardson, Melissa Jefferson-Wooden, and Adaejah Hodge. 1/100th of a second feels like the tiniest distance between history and glory. But the conclusion is uncertain given everything Richardson has had to endure to return to this level.